Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. So today is going to be my ranking video for, I would say, July and the first week of August. So it's kind of been rolled over a little bit just because I've not had time to do it. I've been doing other things and I've not always worn makeup. Anyway, I want to just talk to you about a couple of mentions. So I went out to dinner with my mum. So we went to a really nice Italian restaurant and I wanted to wear some bougie makeup. So these aren't in the ranking. I just pulled them out. So I used the Huda Beauty Rose Quartz and I believe I only used one shade from this. I want to say it was either Happiness or Serenity. I think it might have been Happiness. And then the same with the Pat McGrath Labs Blitz Astral Quad. I only used one shade out of this and it's the Astral Rose Orchid shade, and it just made such a beautiful look and it was so shimmery all over the lids. So those are just kind of a couple of mentions that I wanted to tell you. Oh, another palette that I've just found, so there's actually 3 palettes in total that I wanted to talk to you about, is this one. So Morag asked me to do a look with this palette here, the Sydney Grace and Mel Thompson Tiny Marvels palette, and I haven't spoken to you about it yet. So it's on the channel if you want to go and check it out. I enjoyed this so much. I used it over like 3 or 4 days and did 3 different looks with it instead of just the one, just so I could give my true opinion on what I actually think of the palette. I mean, look at it guys, isn't it pretty? It's absolutely stunning, and of course the artwork is absolutely amazing. It's just stunning. I'm so lucky to have that in the collection. I don't think it's limited edition anymore. I think they brought it back, didn't they? So I don't know if it's on their website, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I wanted to talk to you about this. I didn't just want to let that be unforgotten, because obviously we've spoke about the Huda and the Pat McGrath Labs. They can go back in the collection now. So let's get on to the ranking. So we've got 9 palettes in total. So in 9th place is it by Moira Beauty? No, it's by Cara Beauty. It's the Sour Apple palette. Lisa kindly gifted me this a couple of years ago for my birthday, I think it was, and I did a spectacular look with it. It's going nowhere. I didn't think I'd like it. I've only used it one time and I think that's why it's so low down, and the fact that I don't wear green at the moment. I've not worn green for a while now. Now the only thing that puts me off this is the scent of it. Other than that, it's a really nice palette. So that's 9th place. 8th place is the same with this one. It's a really nice palette, but I think I only did maybe 2 looks with it. I'd have to check. I'm sure I'll have looks on Instagram. I wanted to save it mainly for Halloween, so that's what it looks like. It's the Witching Hour palette. I don't know what I used. I can't remember what I used now. It's been that long. It's been at least, I mean, I say these are the palettes from July, but some of them may be from June, and that's why I can't remember. So, I mean, look at that packaging though, guys. Isn't it beautiful? This palette will come out for Halloween, and the other one, what's the other one called? Oh, Gather Round Sisters. I've got both of them. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to Halloween for that reason. So that goes on my little display back there. Leave that there. Right, we're on position 7 now. So this surprised me. I thought I'd be decluttering this for sure. It's the XX Revolution Remix Shadow Palette, and I did some really nice looks with this. I used the oranges, the yellows. I think I did a look with most of these shades just to kind of rule out if I wanted to keep it. I did like 6-7 days with it. I really enjoyed using it, so it's staying in the collection. I just wish it wasn't so big, but it is what it is, right? So that's 9, 8, 7, 6. This is another one that was on the chopping block and I thought I would be decluttering this. In theory, I could declutter it, but I really enjoyed the yellow looks that I did with it. Yellow is my colour, you know, especially when it comes to summer or even in winter when I'm just feeling a little bit blah. I like to put yellow all over the lid and it just makes me happy. Yellow with a red lip is my go-to. And I was so happy because I got my friend Lisa to do a look that I would create on herself. I don't think she was so sure about it, but she looked absolutely beautiful. Go and check out her shorts because it's in a short. So anyway, yeah, definitely keeping this one as well. So what was that? 9, 8, 7, 6. So we're in the top 5 now, guys. So there was a lot of competition for these 5 places. This one I thought would do better than it did. When I first originally saw it on Cosmic Brush's website, I definitely thought it would do a lot better than it did in this ranking. This is 5th place. I'm not saying I don't like it. What I'm saying is I've been using these shades all summer and I'm probably feeling a bit blah about them. I love this shade here though. This sprinkle shade, you can tell I've used it quite a bit. It's just the most amazing multi-chrome. I love Sugar Plum down here. Frosting's quite nice. It's a bit sheer though. Delicious. So basically I love the multi-chromes and duochromes of the palette. And I wish there was 1 or 2 more shimmers in it. I do feel like there's more mattes in it than anything else. And I wish there was like a lighter, like transition shade to go with the sprinkles. But I did use Smoothie. I did do some really nice looks with that. If I can find them on my Instagram page, I'll put them in the video, and same with the rest of the palettes. So that's 5th place. 4th place was the Natasha Denona pastel palette that I was kindly gifted from Amy. And I used this with the palette that's coming up next. But yeah, I really like to use it on its own as well. I was excited about using this shade here, but it's really quite sheer, guys. You can see how sheer that is. Like, you'd need to use it over a similar matte shade, I think, to get more pigment out of that. I really like the palette in general. It's just not my favourite pastel palette. I feel like it would go so well with the Natasha Denona midi pastel palette, and I feel like that's what it was created for. So next time I use it, probably in spring, I'll pair them 2 together. Right, so 3rd place. 3rd place was the Glamlight Ice Cream Dream palette. Absolutely adored. Colour Saver's gone. Absolutely adored using this, and I didn't just use it in spring and summer. I used like the more neutral shades. When did I start using it? I can't even remember. I'll have to look back. But I used the neutral shades first, and then in the summertime I did more looks with the pastels, and I combined this with the Natasha Denona mini pastel palette, and they both look great together. So that's that. Position 2 then. So position 2 is another palette that Amy kindly gifted to me. So it's the Nomad Cosmetics Cartagena Magica palette. I've probably not pronounced that right. Sorry if I butchered the name, and I hope I've not offended anyone. But this is what that palette looks like. It's absolutely stunning, isn't it? My shades, you can't deny these are my shades. The oranges, the yellows. I'm even getting into pinks at the moment. So yeah, really like that. Can you guess number 1? It feels like a lifetime since I used this, and this is also another palette that I was gifted as well. So it's a BH Cosmetics Optimistic AF, and I just absolutely loved using this palette. It was stunning. It is stunning. I thought I hadn't seen it around like where my BH Cosmetics were for a while, and it's here. It's been in the, I keep it in this drawer. I keep all the palettes in this drawer, and then at the end of the month I do this roundup. So anyway, I'll tell you my favourite shades. This here, this duochrome, Blissed Out, is definitely one of the favourites. And this one here, Shake It Off. I call it the Taylor Swift shade. obviously because of the song, but they're all really, really nice. This over it is really, really pretty as well. Again, with the palette, I would have liked to have seen at least one more shimmer, because you're getting 6 mattes and only 3 shimmers. So that's my ranking of 9 palettes, and then we've got 2 extras that we spoke about. Let me know if you've got any of these in your collection and what your thoughts are on them. Thank you so much for watching, I really do appreciate it. Please like it, really helps out my channel and means a lot. Share and comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.